1.
I'm going to show you how you can take this header at the top of a Google form, or this even works for in Google Classroom where you have the header at the top. You can change that. A lot of people know that if you go to this color palette here on the form, you can pick a color, different color, if purple's not your favorite, or you can come down here to this little picture. And over here are a whole bunch of themes that they already have preloaded for you, and you can search and find a picture that looks good in there. There's another way that you can make a header, though, and you can customize it to something that maybe fits you a little better, fits your classroom a little better, lets you have a little fun, whatever you so choose. So I'm going to show you how to do that. If you go back in your Google Drive, and you want to do this in Google Drawings. So you would go to New, More, Google Drawing to start a blank one. I already have one open, so I'm going to come get mine that is open. The first thing you want to do is you want to go change the size of this so it's not just this default document size. So if we go to File, Page Setup, and it's set on a standard 4:3 ratio. We're going to go to Custom and change it to Pixels. And if you do a 2000 pixel by 400, click OK, you will see that it stretched it out, nice long skinny image there that you can change. I have already done this. You might see that your background is checkered. Well, that I already changed the background color of mine to white. To do that, if you double click or if you right click on a Chromebook, that's a 2-finger click at one time. So 2-finger click, and then I get background. I can come over here and I can do solid. I changed mine to solid white. You could pick a different color. You could change it to gradient, so it's kind of got a blend of different colors, gets a little wider in the middle. I'm going to leave mine like that. Then we can add some pictures, and I'm going to go and search. It's summertime. I wish I were on the beach, so I'm going to search for a beach picture. I'm going to try to think of ones that I could spread out that would still look okay, and I'm only going to take a piece from the middle of it. And this looks like a fine place to be right here. So I'm going to select that picture, click select, and it's going to put it on my page. Well, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger, and it's actually going to go off of the page, but if I kind of keep an eye on what stays inside there, that'll be what will be selected. Well, I don't just want that. I want to also add some words. So I'm going to do a text box, click text. Actually, no, I changed my mind. I'm going to do a shape. And I'm going to put this shape, it's got rounded corners. And so I draw my shape. I can change what color it is filled in, and I'm going to pick purple today to fill it in. And then double click, and I'll type my words. Favorite words of the year. Welcome back to school. And then if I highlight those words, I can change them. They're kind of small, so I want to make them bigger. I like for them to be in the center. And maybe I want my words to be a lighter color since my background is so dark in there. And I want a different font. This one's kind of fun. A little bit bigger on the size. Okay, and then I might even put another picture in, but I'm going to stop with this to show you how this works. Okay, now I've got this all set up how I want it. So I need to go to File, Download As, and I'm going to make it into a picture file, so a JPEG. So click JPEG image, and you'll see that it's downloading this image. Doesn't show the whole thing, but that's okay. It's still in there. Now I'm going to come back to my sample form, and I'm going to come back up here to Color Palette. I'm going to come down to this picture here, the little mountains. And now I'm going to choose to upload a photo because I saved that as a photo, a JPEG photo. So click Upload Photo, select a photo from my computer, and that's opening. Okay, and this is the first one. This should be the one I need. Custom header. And click Open. Now this, it draws a box where it's going to pull from for your form, for your header. So I'm going to drag this over this way so that it only gets the part I want here. Notice this part over here, you don't really need to finish out that whole 2000 by 400 pixel because it won't drag this part into the image, into the header. So I moved it over. This is what I'm going to see, and I click Select. And that will pull that image up here as a custom header. Notice that it kind of cut off my Welcome Back to School. School is cut off. I can't see it here. And it kind of cut some of this off. Well, I am still in the editing part of this form. So if I go to Preview, this is what the people who take the form, the survey, the quiz, what they will see. It looks better here. It's kind of hiding my drink, that's a problem. But I can see more of the words over here than I could when I was still editing that form. Sometimes you kind of got to play around with it and move things around and save it a couple times to get it to work, to look the best. But now that you know how to do that, you can keep trying it until it looks how you want it to look.